Hello, Tom from Exclusively MTG here, and today I'll be bringing you a booster box opening from Khans of Tarkir. I'll split the video into two parts to save up loading time, and I'll post a link to the second part of the video in the description below. So, let's get underway. Okay, so in the booster box, you just get a little pamphlet telling you about Friday Night Magic, which I do not need to look at. Okay, so let's split it into 18 boosters, half of this part, half of the second. Okay, so that's 12. And then another 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There you go. Move this box over to one side. And here are the 18 booster packs which we'll be using today. Okay, so here we go. Let's open the first booster. Feed the Clan. Arrowstorm. Abomination of Goodle. Rugged Highlands. Rakshas's Secret. Arrays. Disdainful Stroke. Jeskai Student. Crippling Chill. Hordling Outburst. Jeskai Elder. Winterflame and Aurera's Dune Blast. Choose one target creature, destroy the rest. I actually really like this card, just because of the destroy the rest thing. Anyway, it's 4 mana for 1 white, 1 black, and 1 green, and then destroy all creatures apart from 1. Okay, it's not a bad way to start, but hopefully let's get better. Okay, from now on, I won't bother looking through the commons. I'll just go uncommons and rare to save time, because 18 boosters is quite a long time to open. Takes quite a while. Okay, so skip through these commons. I'll point one out if I think it's particularly good, but if not, I'll just skip through. Okay, so Timely Hordemate, Opulent Palace, Despise and Aurera's Dragon Throne of Tarkir. Dragon Throne of Tarkir is a 4 mana legendary artifact equipment, and it is equipped creature has Defender and 2 and tap for other creatures you control gain trample and +X until end of turn, where X is this creature's power. It's not bad. It's not a bad card, but it's okay for limited. But I don't think it'll see much constructed play. Third booster. Here we go. Skip through to the uncommons. Here we go. Dragon Eye Servants, Mardu Charm, and Polluted Delta. I've been really looking for these. It's a blue-black fetch land. Pay 1 life, sacrifice Polluted Delta, search the library for an island or swamp card was on the battlefield. Then shuffle your library. From what I saw, this is going for around $25 to $30 at the moment, so it's a nice card to have. That's almost paid for a quarter. That's paid for about a fifth of the booster box already. So 4 more fetch lands. Here we come. Okay, 4th booster. I think I missed an uncommon there, but oh well. You got the Polluted Delta, so that makes everything worthwhile. Okay, here you go. Uncommons. Tusk Guard Captain. Secret Plans. Kintree Invocation, and Aurera's Altar of the Brood. It's 1 mana artifact. Whenever another permanent enters the battlefield under your control, each opponent puts the top card of his or her library into his or her graveyard. It's not brilliant, but it's not good at all, really, in my opinion. Oh well, probably find the use for it. And also, oh, we've got a foil. Death Frenzy. It's 3 mana, 3 generic, 5 mana, 3 generic, 1 black and 1 green. For sorcery, and it's all creatures get -2/-2 until end of turn. Whenever a creature dies this turn, you gain a life. So, if you just use this for 5 mana, if none of their creatures have more than 2 toughness, then you destroy 4 or 5 of their creatures and gain them 4 or 5 life. It's not bad, but at 3 mana, I'd say it's a bit pricey. It's probably playable in limited, but not in standard. There we go. Booster number 5. Hoping this stack of boosters doesn't fall down. Okay, here we go. Skip through, see uncommon. Oh, this is a very this card by itself almost won me the pre-release. Ponyback Brigade. It just got me loads of creatures, and you can just overwhelm them every time. It's a great card for limited. Okay, here we go. Uncommons. Stubborn Denial. Sultai Flayer. Chief of the Edge. And our rare is Meandering Tower Shell. 5 mana, 5/9, turtle with Island Walk, and whenever Meandering Tower Shell attacks, exile it. Meandering Tower Shell. Why did I say meandering? Meandering Tower Shell attacks, exile it. Return it to the battlefield under your control, taps and attacking, beginning of the declare attacker step on your next turn. So it's okay. It can attack, but every time when it attacks, it can attack and it can also block. But if you attack with it, it's out for another 2 turns. So it's a win-lose situation. Oh well, it's still a nice, very good card for limited if you pull one, because it's an amazing defender. You don't have to attack with it, and if you do attack with it, it's still got that 5 power. So it'll be still packing it with a punch. Okay, skip through the uncommons. Here you go. Venerable Lamassu. Gurmag Swiftwing. Sultai Soothsayer, and our rare is Master of Pearls. I love the art in this card, by the way. I'm not sure if you can see it that well. Yeah, it's amazing. It's 1 generic and 1 white for a 2/2 human monk with Morph 5, and whenever Master of Pearls is turned face up, creatures you control get +2/+2 until end of turn. This will see limited play quite heavily, but I don't think it's quite good enough constructed play. Might see playing Jeskai, but I think there's better cards which can take its place at 2 mana, so I don't think we'll be seeing anytime soon in standard, but it's still very nice if you pull one in limited. Okay, next booster pack. If it will open. Skip through. Okay, Heir of the Wilds. Tema Charm. Tema, however you like to pronounce it. Mistfire Weaver, and our rare is Retribution of the Ancients. It's 1 black, and it's enchantment, and you can pay 1 black and remove X+1/+1 counters from among, and remove X+1/+1 counters from among creatures you control, and target creature gets -X/-X until end of turn. That isn't bad, because if you're playing a deck which generates a lot of +1/+1 counters, this is pretty much a spell which can. This is pretty much just a removal spell which keeps working and working and working. So in the right deck, that can be very powerful. What booster are you on now? Booster 8, I think. Yeah, booster 8. Let's rush through these. Okay, so Mardu Charm, Dead Drop, and why do I keep missing out on uncommon? Tuskar Captain, and our rare is Jeering Instigator. I pulled 2 of these at the pre-release, and I actually think it's a very good card. It's 2 mana for a 2/1, and Morph 3. And when Jeering Instigator is turned face up, if it's your turn, gain control of another target creature until end of turn. Untap that creature, it gains haste until end of turn. had one of these guys often won me the game. For example, if they had a 7-6, then I could just steal their 7-6 and attack them with it. Like, for example, one of my opponents was playing Surak at the pre-release, and he thought he'd won when he played it because he could just kill my 3-3, which was going to attack with, and he could just keep attacking with it because he had another 2-2 to block with. But then I used this, stole his Surak, and attacked him for lethal damage. So it can be very, very effective in limited. I'm not sure it'll see standard play, but it's got a chance in the right sort of deck. But I doubt it. Okay. Hey, let's not miss any increments at this time. Okay, Quiet Contemplation, Watcher of the Roost, Warden of the Eye, and our rare is Ivory Tusk Fortress. It's 5 mana, 2 generic, 1 white, 1 black, and 1 green for a 5/7 elephant, which has untap each creature you control with a 1/1 counter on it during each of the player's untap step. So pretty much, if you've got a creature with a +1/+1 counter on it, it has pretty much has vigilance, but can also tap stuff like mana abilities and then just untaps again. So that's quite a nice card. And our foil it's a foil swamp, and it's one of the less nice arts as well. So oh well, still nice all the same. Trade foil lands, what they're worth. A bit less than $1. Good for trading fodder. Okay, next booster. Let's get cracking. Let's skip right through to a Sultai Flayer, first uncommon. Then we have a Chief of the Scale, Briber's Purse, and our rare is Deflecting Palm. The next time a source of your choice will deal damage to you this turn, prevent that damage. If damage is prevented this way, Deflecting Palm deals that much damage to that source's controller. This could see standard play in some control-y sort of decks, because they attack you with 7 or 8 power creature in standard. All you gotta do is pay 2 mana, and then the damage doesn't go to you, but it goes to the opponent who is attacking you instead. So this is quite a nice card. I'm not sure it will see standard play. Definitely see any limited play in red-white in Mardu decks or Jeskai decks, but it might see standard play depending on what the meta is. Next booster pack. Why is your names go upside down? There you go. In this booster, skip through to the uncommons. Okay, here we go. Waterwhirl, Mardu Heartpiercer, Kintree Invocation, and our rare is Trail of Mystery. 2 mana, an enchantment, and whenever a face-down creature enters the battlefield under your control, you may search your library for a basic land card and reveal it. Put it into your hand, then shuffle your library. It's an okay card. And whenever opponent you control is turned face up, if it's a creature, gets +2/+2 until end of turn. This would be very good if you had a deck which just revolved around morphs. Just around three colour morph decks. It's okay, but I doubt it'll see many solid morph decks in standard, so don't think it'll see too much play, to be honest. Okay. Master of the Way, Swarm of Bloodflies, and Zergo Helm Smasher. I missed out on a common again, which is Incremental Growth, but Zergo Helm Smasher. This is one of the legendary. This is one of the promo cards from the Speed versus Cunning dual deck. This is from the Speed side, and this is 5 mana, 2 generic, 1 red, 1 white, and 1 black for a 7/2 Orc Warrior with haste. Zergo Helm Smasher attacks each combat if able, and it has indestructible as long as it's your turn, so you can keep attacking with it, and no matter what they block with, you'll kill it, and this can't die. Whenever a creature dealt damage by Zergo Helm Smasher dies this turn, put a 1/1 counter on it. So you keep attacking with it, because you have to, and every time you kill a creature with 7 power is pretty much going to wipe out most creatures. And as soon as you kill one, you get a 1/1 counter. It becomes even bigger. So it's quite a nice card. It could see you playing some fast standard decks. So yeah, that's where a lot of play at the pre-release. So saw 3 or 4 of them, and they were devastating. If you didn't have at least 2 or 3 creatures out, you weren't going to win that game. You weren't going to win the pre-release there. Not sure if I counted these boosters right, but if not, I'll just have to do a few less boosters in the next video. Okay, first uncommon, Venerable Lamassu. Become Immense. Bear's Companion, very good for limited, 5 mana, 2/2 get 4/4. And then our rare is Flying Crane Technique, 6 mana, 3 generic, 1 blue, 1 red, and 1 white, for an instant, which untaps all creatures you control, and they gain flying and double strike until the end of turn. It's quite a good combat trick if they're attacking for lethal damage and you swung in with everything in the turn before. All you gotta do is just untap all your creatures and kill theirs. Because double strike, it gives it first strike damage and all damage. So if you play it right, you can kill all their creatures while saving yours and kill them next turn. We've also got a rare Hooting Mandrills for any Sultai decks which are playing Dredge. Delve. Why say Dredge? I love Dredge, but this is Delve instead. 6 mana, 4/4. Delve and Trample. It must have opened more than. Okay. It must be opening more than half. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And we've got 6 to go. My maths does not fault me. Okay, first uncommon. Dragon Grip. Tomb of Spirit Dragon. Witness of the Ages. And our rare is Blood-Soaked Champion. I love this guy. You can see a lot of standard play. You can easily see standard play. It's 1 mana for a 2/1 black creature. You can't block, and it's raid. Return raid 2. Return Blood-Soaked Champion from your graveyard's battlefield. Activate this ability only if you attack with a creature this turn. So you play him. It's a 2/1 for 1 mana, which is always nice. And also, if he dies, if you attack with another creature, you pay 2 mana, and he comes back again, and he's a recurring threat because every time you kill him, you can just bring him straight back. So it's very nice. Not straight back. Next turn you can bring him back. So it's a very nice card in my opinion. Still looking for those mythics and fetch lands. I won't mind a Sarkhan or 2, maybe a Suruk and a few fetches. Okay, so let's open this boost. Okay, first uncommon, Set Adrift. Next we have a Sign of Glaciers, Chief of the Edge, and finally our rare is Sarkhan Dragon Speaker. What does it just say? If you ask, you'll get. So Sarkhan is 5 mana, 3 generic and 2 red for 4 loyalty planeswalker. Plus 1 ability is until end of turn. Sarkhan the Dragon Speaker becomes a legendary 4/4 red dragon creature, flying, indestructible, and haste. Its -3 is Sarkhan the Dragon Speaker deals 4 damage to target creature, which is very nice in pretty much any format because 4 damage is like the perfect number. It kills the Courser of Kruphix, which is very, very, very relevant in standard at the moment. And its -6 is probably not going to play this too often because the game's normally gone while you have the chance to. Or you either won it or they've won it, and don't normally manage to ultimate planeswalkers. Also, if you're using the -3, you won't use it. But the -6 anyway is you get an emblem with at the beginning of your draw step, draw 2 additional cards, and at the beginning of your end step, discard your hand. This is nowhere near as powerful as the ultimate which I was expecting Sarkhan to have, and it's not an ultimate which will win you the game, which is quite rare from Planeswalkers, but still very nice all the same. So let's put him to one side. Got 2 mythics so far, Zedru and Sarkhan, and got 1 fetch land which was Polluted Delta. Let's continue our journey through this booster box. First uncommon, Suspension Field. Then we have a Bear's Companion. Raider Spoils, and our rare is Thousand Winds. I saw this guy's pre-release. I saw a couple of promos versions of this, and it's very powerful. Thousand Winds, 4 generic, and 2 blue for a 5/6 flyer with Morph 7. When Thousand Winds is turned face up, return all other tapped creatures to their owner's hands. It's a very, very nice limited bomb, and I don't think it might. I doubt it'll see standard play, but it's still a nice card to have all the same. Well, it's not really much value, but in limited, that's you pick that first pick. In draft, you don't normally play much Steel after pre-release, so draft's a lot more relevant now. Okay, so here we go. Rare, uncommons even. I'd like it if you did get 3 rares and 1 uncommon, but and then okay, so first uncommon is Burn Away. Then we have Windstorm. Next, Sultai Charm, and our rare is Flooded Strand, our second fetch land of the evening. Flooded Strand is a blue-white one, and you can pay 1 life and search your library for a plains or island and put it onto the battlefield and shuffle your library. Very nice, and quite a bit of value. It's brilliant. So, with Sarkhan, Pluto Delta, and Flooded Strand, we have made up about half the value of this booster box, which you should be doing in the first half of it. Also, the great thing is Flooded Strand and Pluto Delta are the 2 most expensive fetch lands, so until I've pulled the 2 most expensive, so that's brilliant. Okay, 17th booster pack. We have an Abzan Battle Priest, Ice Feather Avon, Ruthless Ripper, and our rare is Butcher of the Horde. It's 4 mana, 1 generic, 1 red, 1 white, and 1 black for a 5/4 flying demon, and it has sacrifice another creature. Butcher of the Horde gains your choice of Vigilance, Lifelink, or Haste until end of turn. And our foil is a foil Butcher of the Horde, which is also 4 mana with 1 generic, 1 red, 1 white, and 1 black for a 5/4 flying, and sacrifice another creature. Butcher of the Horde gains your choice of Vigilance, Lifelink, or Haste until end of turn. I wasn't expecting our foil rare to be the same as the rare which you got in that pack, but oh well, okay. Okay, final booster pack. I'm still a bit shocked that the rare was the same as our foil. Anyway, this is our final booster pack for this half of the video, of this half of the booster box, and I'll upload the second half in a bit. Okay. Well, I'll upload them at the same time. I'll record the second half in about an hour or so. Okay, here we go. Uncommons: Abzan Battle Priest, Sultai Soothsayer, Murderous Cut, and our rare is Altar of the Brood. I think I've already got one of these. It's 1 mana for an artifact, and whenever another permanent enters the battlefield under your control, each opponent puts the top card of his or her library into his or her graveyard. Again, could be good in the right deck, i.e. mill deck, which don't see any of pretty much. It could work in a deck with Fenax in, fun decks, but it won't see any competitive play. Okay, so this is the first half of the video, and I'll be uploading the second half of the video shortly.